This is KGW News at Sunrise.
This morning, we are following up on the deadly shooting at a wedding venue in Washington County. Coming up in our top story this half hour, more on the Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue lieutenant who was killed and the person of interest investigators have named.
Have you guys seen this video yet? It shows a judge in Las Vegas who was about to sentence that man. Yeah, but before she could, he threw himself over the bench. Security jumped in. Two guys tried to hold him back. You see the punches were flying everywhere. We're going to let you know what happened to the judge coming up here at 5:15.
What we know about school is that attendance matters and instruction counts, and you've got to be in your seat.
That's Prescott Elementary Principal Nicole Watson ahead the school's unique new strategy to increase student attendance by boosting their self-esteem.
It is a Thursday morning here on the Sunrise Show. Welcome to the program. Chris has traffic for you in just a second, but first, Rodney said a word that jumped off the page during the 4:30 half hour.
Oh, the Arctic air mass? Which one?
No, the word I heard was snow.
Snow. Arctic and snow don't always go together in our area, but sometimes they do. Here's a look at what's going on right now. We do have a lot to talk about this morning, including that huge Arctic air mass. That track continues. Right now, though, we're in the 40s, and it's steady rain up and down I-5. Snow levels holding around 4,000 feet currently in the Cascades. It's all rain through the gorge. Nothing stormy about any of this. Raindrops in the city, 46 is the temperature, so obviously that's not an issue. 49 at noon. It looks like this is the wettest part of our day. We'll be breaking into showers a little bit later this morning, and then this afternoon the number of showers becomes fewer and fewer and fewer, and it could be dry at 5 p.m. potentially, about 48 degrees at that time. Here's Chris McGinnis.
We'll look forward to that. In the meantime, it's wet. A lot of puddle splashing out there this morning. This is I-5 at the Interstate Bridge. You can see some of the road spray coming off the cars. The crossing of the Glen Jackson Bridge there. There's your 205 South commute, and plenty of vapor trails there as well. The Banfield free and clear of any trouble as is the Sunset. So no major issues out there just yet. I did want to point out, and this caused some delays yesterday, heads up, the Morrison Bridge again today. Frequent bridge lifts for the annual bridge inspection. That impacts traffic on I-5 and getting off of Interstate 84. Those bridge lifts will start as early as 9 a.m. and continue until 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. Guys?
Good to know. Thank you, Chris. This morning, we know more about a deadly shooting that unfolded at a Washington County wedding venue. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue has confirmed the man killed was one of their own.
We also learned his brother is a person of interest in the shooting. China Green is covering this story for us. She's live in our studio. So China, question this morning, what else can you tell us?
The man killed was 47-year-old Carl Horning. You can see him in this picture behind me. Now, Horning was a lieutenant with TVFNR and served the county as a firefighter since 2011. This video from July when he was promoted to lieutenant. You can see him. He's right there on the right. His family owns Horning's Hideout, where the shooting happened Tuesday morning. Deputies responded just after 9:30 to the popular wedding venue on Northwest Brunswick Canyon Road. Deputies found Horning, who had been shot multiple times. The Washington County Sheriff's Office says a deputy tried to save his life, but he died at the scene. His older brother, 63-year-old Robert Horning, is a person of interest in the case. He was detained at the scene and then released. Right now, no one's been arrested and the investigation is ongoing. Civil court documents suggest that the family was recently fighting over control of the property, which has been valued just under $2 million. No word yet on a motive for Horning's killing. Drew?
All right, China, we'll have more on that story coming up in our next hour of Sunrise. Right now, some other local headlines we're following this morning. Portland police asking for help to find this missing 88-year-old woman. So take a look at your screen. Her name is Shirley Paquet, and police tell us she has advanced dementia. She left her home near Southeast 167th and Main in the Centennial neighborhood right around 6:30 last night, and police think she rode a TriMet bus to a stop near Northeast 122nd and Halsey. They say Shirley was wearing a black jacket and sweatpants and was also carrying a bag of clothes. If you see her, call 911.
The body of a missing Portland woman has been found. 28-year-old Wilma Acosta had been missing since November. Her family came from California to search for her. Multnomah County deputies found her body Tuesday in the Willamette River near Cathedral Park. They say there weren't any signs of foul play.
A prominent researcher at OHSU has reportedly resigned over an internal investigation that found he secretly photographed female students. Dr. Daniel Marks was a senior associate dean for research and also a professor of pediatrics. A source told the Oregonian Marks took at least one photo under a table of women wearing skirts. The allegations against him reportedly date back to July of 2022.
The FBI is investigating hoax bomb threats sent to state capitals around the country, including Oregon. Threats were also sent to capitals in at least 10 other states. The FBI says it became aware of the threats yesterday that were sent via email and titled "Explosives Inside Your State Capitol." Law enforcement sources say they think the threats were sent from overseas and are not credible. We reached out to Oregon State Police and got this statement. You see it there on your screen. State Police saying they're aware of the threat and they're following up on it.
Well, the Portland Thorns have a brand new owner. This marks a fresh start for the team after more than a year of turmoil, including accusations of abuse by a former coach and the resulting fallout in the Thorns executive ranks.
Our Devin Haskins is live outside Providence Park with more on the new owners and what fans think about the sale. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning. Fans are excited. The new ownership group, a California-based Raj Sports, takes over the Thorns. They're the actual current owners of the Sacramento Kings. The sale said to be the highest in league history at $63 million. So, who are the new owners? Well, they're owned by the Raj Sports is owned by and managed by the Bothell family. Lisa Bothell Mirage takes over as the governor of the Portland Thorns immediately, while her brother Alex will serve as alternate. They take over one of the top clubs in women's soccer worldwide. The Thorns have won 3 NWSL championships. That's the most in the league. And again, this is big news for soccer fans because more than a year ago, a damning report commissioned by the National Women's Soccer League uncovered systemic emotional abuse and sexual misconduct within several teams, and that included the Portland Thorns. The report also showed that the Thorns interfered with that investigation. As part of their response, former Thorns and current Timbers owner Merritt Paulson pledged to sell the team. He wanted a female. He wanted someone on the West Coast, and that's what we found in Raj Sports. It was a chain of events that led many Thorns fans to cancel their season tickets.
That's probably been one of the most emotional parts of today is so many of my friends who I've missed inside the stadium for the last couple of years because they couldn't bring themselves to financially give money to an ownership group that has done so much damage to this community. Called up their season ticket rep or went on to the platform and re-upped their season tickets. So I mean that right there just kind of I think illustrates the excitement.
All right, so even though this is a California-based group, don't worry, the Thorns aren't going away or going anywhere anytime soon. Their current lease here at Providence Park runs through 2035, so when they kick off the season in March, they'll continue to play here at Providence Park.
Okay.
Back to you.
Thank you so much, Devin. Appreciate it. Yeah, apparently it took 15 months, for that sale. Now a woman's at the helm, and we'll see what else new comes to the Rose City. I think they have a new training facility.
It works
planned.
out. Women may be in charge of everything.
Aren't they already, Rock?
It's coming, yes.
Biggest price ever paid for a women's team in the National Women's Soccer League.
Well, record-wise, we're pretty much the tops of the tops, aren't we?
They're paying for a champion.
Yeah.
We're worth it.
That's right. All right, I want to talk about what's happening today through Saturday, and then at 5:38 coming up, we'll get into that Arctic air mass that takes hold eventually next week. Here's Timberline, so set the stage if you're traveling. They've picked up around 3 inches over the past 12 hours or so. 24 is the temperature up there. It's 31, snow-covered Highway 26 and government camp, so clearly going to be driving up into snowy conditions in the high country. It's possible that could be a little bit of a wet mix later this morning at government camp, but then it would go back to all snow. Again, snow level on average stay holding about 4,000 feet. So right now we've got rain through the gorge. We've got rain along the coast, steady rain from Portland up into Seattle. There are some breaks down south of Salem, and we're starting to see some breaks along parts of the central coast as well. This is a early to mid-morning rain event that breaks into scattered showers, and then this afternoon becomes drier and drier. Okay, see this moisture fetch here, and then the next front, the one that comes in Friday overnight into Saturday morning, the timing on this is sped up. So the front is through us, it looks like, by the time the sun pops up Saturday morning. But there's that Saturday front. This still looks to be winter storm conditions developing Friday overnight into Saturday, with snow levels eventually Saturday dropping all the way down to 2,000 feet. And you see this moisture feed that will join that front to give us a pretty good bit of valley rain overnight tomorrow night into Saturday as well. All right, here we are in Futurecast right now. Still pretty wet, expected through 8, 9 o'clock this morning in the valley. Then here we are noon, clearly that's scattered showers. Here we are later today, really becoming mainly dry. There's a scattered shower threat, but mainly dry overnight tonight. And with a scattered shower threat, we could be mainly dry tomorrow as well. This is 8:30 Friday morning. This is 7 o'clock Friday evening. Now watch how much rain this is. Bam! There it comes in. Not only some hours of steady rain, but hefty downpours, heavy rain rates. This is midnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. That is a winter storm where you see the heavy snow rates in the Cascades. And then during the day, it's heavy, active, kind of stormy showers moving through on Saturday, again with the snow level up in the mountains down to 2,000 feet. Right now we're at 46. Another pretty mild day today. 46 in Newport, Salem 44, above freezing in the Gorge. The Dalles is at 36. It is freezing out in Burns, John Day, and Baker City. Our 7-day forecast numbers. Rain to showers today, still 51, still 48 tomorrow. And then that's mostly heavy shower, kind of stormy type weather on Saturday. There would be some hail if Futurecast is right. Sunday's pretty quiet. Rainy day Monday, Tuesday. The first day that I'm including a snowflake with a rain-snow mix is Wednesday. But realize this could be 40 in the morning and 34 later in the day. That's why that's a rain-snow mix on the board for Wednesday. That's your forecast.